When it comes to the solution itself, I mean, do you use all of the Jumpcloud solution, or are you using individual portions? And which parts do you generally always use? I mean, you mentioned the directory, but are you working with Radius or with the directory insights, or what are you working with?
Depending on the client and the maturity, we'll usually scale upwards. At a minimum, we are using the directory. We'll leverage SSO. We'll leverage the binding to the maps so that the username password synchronizes across many other applications. We'll leverage a bit of the MDM. And if the client is mature, or the client is willing to layer on security as their maturity grows, we start to leverage Radius and other pieces or components of the solution.
Have you got any examples where you're kind of integrating the two together, or you don't touch Active Directory at all?
Today, we don't have an environment where we're integrating the two together, because we usually find that we have one or the other type of client. If the client has Active Directory, odds are they have some more complexities with servers on premise, and though they have Mac, we may not leverage Jumpcloud to be the primary Active Directory there. However, for clients that are growing or rapidly changing or agile that don't have on-premise servers, we start to leverage Jumpcloud as the source of truth.
Great. And do you have any sort of specific sort of client wins or success stories where you think Jumpcloud's sort of helped a particular client? I guess that it could come back to something you say about the political thing, where it helps them get up and running quickly, or any other examples where Jumpcloud's helped.
It certainly has helped from an oversight and management perspective for our political clients, because they do grow rapidly and shrink and really need a level of oversight, especially for laptop replacements. For people that are out in the field, it's coming super handy. It's coming very handy for ourselves as well. We do feel with Jumpcloud combined with the applications we have, that we really have a sense of control on onboarding and offboarding end users. I will say, with some of these new prospects that we're approaching, Jumpcloud is going to be one of the main selling points, because they're frustrated with having Apple computers out in the field, not the proper MDM integration, users treating the computers as if they're personal computers. So they're excited to see how Jumpcloud's going to change how that looks. We often showcase a lot of the SSO and the splash page, which tends to get clients excited to see all their applications in one window and the username password working across all of them. So I think those are just some examples that show the significance.
Yeah, great. And I think that SSO is, as you say, it's a really cool thing to be able to explain or show to a customer and say, you know, we can move towards sort of passwordless with Jumpcloud Go, and then you've got access to all of these applications rather than having to remember a whole bunch of different unique usernames and passwords. So I think from a user adoption point of view, I think that's really good. And obviously, as I'm sure you're aware, it's important to bring the user with you along this journey, because they're the ones that have to deal with it day to day. So I think if the user's happy, then hopefully everyone's happy. That was really useful. Thanks for your time. I'm just thinking, I guess you've got a busy year coming up on the political side. I guess this is, I'm hearing it's kind of an election year in the US, and I'm hearing it's all in the news over here in the UK. So I guess you'll be scaling up a lot of these user counts in the near future. So it's going to be a busy time for you.
Well, absolutely. We can have a client expand their support staff by almost 5x. So some of these clients could have 50 users throughout the year. And I would say by January, they'll have ramped up to 200, 250 employees.
Yeah, that's incredible. And hopefully that demonstrates the scalability of the platform that can allow you to do that in a really straightforward manner, rather than sort of having to spend an enormous amount of time on it. So it's a great use case. Thanks for sharing it with us. And yeah, thanks for your time.
Absolutely. Thank you for your time.